It's talking about the David case got worse.
All right, guys and gals, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. David's case is ongoing. He's been in court. Things have been ramping up. Along with his lawyer, his defense lawyer, Blair Burke, and the woman who's actually the prosecutor, Beth Silverman, trying to, prove that he did the crime. There are many details that have arisen in this case, and it's sick. I just gotta say,
like,
one of the many
I
details
couldn't
that
believe
have
this shit is
arisen
still going.
indicating that Celeste was indeed pregnant, which was a theory of mine last year, and that she did terminate the pregnancy. A slew of tech.
What? Nigga maybe going wrong. What? Y'all already watching the video. Y'all already enjoying the video. Why don't you guys subscribe? Everything's in the description. They ain't find no evidence that's true or has been proven. Nah, yo, this nigga needs
Messages that do indicate that the baby was indeed terminated between Celeste and David. I'm gonna read that for you guys soon. Court images, which are drawings showing different weapons, where Celeste's body was, stuffed in the frunk of that Tesla. Body bags, the burn cage, the pool. A flight purchased by David for Celeste Rivas, who was listed as a 12 to 14-year-old unaccompanied minor. Apparently, she was using United Airlines to make that flight on his behalf. And currently in the case, a photo that prosecutors have used of Celeste, her latest photo, her graduation yearbook photo. As you can see, clearly she was a kid, a young lady who, should have never even been in this situation.
Gang, this nigga looks like fucking my little cousin age and my brother's age, gang. This shit is sick. What the fuck, bro? She don't even look like, gang. Like, what the fuck did he see that was attractive towards this little girl? What did he see?
I mean, good God, the system failed, her parents failed, the community failed. And they're saying that 7 days after Celeste Rivas' alleged death, David tweeted out this word, one word, tweeted DK. Yes, DK, as in reference to a decaying body. Now to get started, they say text reveal teen who singer David is accused of killing was pregnant and had a termination last year before her death. And it's posted by Lauren Conlon on Twitter. She said, text between David and Celeste where he is 19 and she is 13 on both threads. First text thread would appear to imply his mother, Colleen Burke, was aware on June 19th, 2024 at 1:18 a.m. Celeste, your mom know we had sex yet? David then said, she thinks that the first thing we gonna do when we see each other. So clearly both the mom, David's mom and Celeste's mom knew. They knew about the relationship. That much is known at this point, established.
So what I'm hearing is that on both sides, they have failed as parents. On both sides, they failed as parents. Cause why? Cause if I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. If I know my son is talking to a fucking child, I don't give a fuck how much money you're making. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anything. At the end of the day, I'm going to fucking whip you back into shape. Cause I don't know where the fuck I would have went wrong as a parent. But if I find out that my child is talking to a fucking child, oh yeah, nah. If my child's of age, he's seeing heads. I'm finding my child. And whatchamacallit. And no, I do not condone beating the fuck out of your children. But sometimes, feel me? Sometimes that shit might be needed. Like, look at David, for example. Do you think this would have been happening if he had a good figure in his life? Nah. I'm not even defending him, bro. I'm just saying I fuck with his music and I hope he's innocent, cause shit crazy, not gonna lie. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit's not looking right for him. It's not looking sturdy. Shit not going good.
The mom, Celeste's mom, entirely knew who David was, or his age was a mystery. But at this time, what was she? 12 years old, max here. It then says more, appearing to refer to the termination. August 30th, 2024 at 2:08 a.m. Celeste said, Realistically, I care about you. I terminated my kid first, you, or for you, she said. She meant. David then said, it has to be in the right time with the least complications. Celeste then said, I still would have been there for it. David said, yeah, selfishly, but because it would have also been mine. Celeste then said, David, I'm going to have to lie to people around me, even my kid, for the rest of my life. Celeste then also said, I don't like talking about it because it gets me really upset, but I do it again. So this obviously implies that it likely already happened and they're talking about it post termination. In another string of alleged text, David said, I'm sorry again, baby. I didn't want to ever put you through this. Celeste said, no, it's okay. Don't worry. Both of us are able to take care of it. David then said, I know, but still. Celeste said, don't worry about it, my love. David then said, you so much stronger than me. I love you. Celeste said, I love you more, my love. It's okay, though neither of us are capable of watching the baby. And I just gotta say, obviously, I don't need to exaggerate my emotions about this. We all know it's disgusting. I just want to read this as clearly and concisely as possible for you guys so you understand what's happening. David then said, when you gonna get it done? So this was likely before it happened, and the thing I read before was after. Celeste then said 2 days. David then said, my mom said I have to ask this question. Don't get offended, but is it mine? Right. Celeste then said, of course it is. David attached to this image of them likely last year. Listen, I gotta say, so clearly both family members knew, the mom, his mom, and her mom knew. Under what circumstances of which they allowed this to happen and why they were okay with this.
I'm not gonna lie, this is why I'll be saying, not everybody needs to have children. Feel me? Not everybody needs to have kids. Not everybody is mentally there to have kids. Feel me? That's all I can say. Just get with a person your age. Nigga, that's not even what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, that too. We're talking about how a lot of people shouldn't be parents because they don't know how to be parents. Because if I find out my daughter is talking to a fucking 20-year-old pop star, first off, send him to jail. That's one. If the cops don't want to do nothing, I'm taking matters into my own hands. I'm putting matters into my own hands. Y'all ever seen fucking Invincible versus like all the other superheroes? Yeah, that's what it's gonna start looking like. I'm gonna do Invincible versus fucking Omni. I'm gonna just squeeze his eyes in. Like now you're never gonna look at my daughter. Now you're never gonna look at no child. Now everybody's safe. How you gonna get kids if you can't even look at them? Yeah, bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Like, why my mom and dad have me just to not be in my life? Shit anyways? Damn.
I have no idea. Would I say I'm shocked? No, I'm sure things like this happen all over the world, all over this country, in fact. Luckily for a lot of people, though, they just didn't end up getting their lives taken. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, again, community failed or parents failed. This fucking sick fuck, well, his parents failed him, because how does he turn out to be that way? Everybody failed, right? My thing is, what was it? The money, the fame? Like, I get it. People bend the knee to money, influence, and power.
But if you have money, you can get the weed. If you have money, you can get the bottles. And if you have money, you can get the bitches. You could get the weed. You could get the weed, the bitches, the bottles. If you had money. But no, you want to get no weed, a child, and probably a fucking bottle. Bitch, you're weird. Wait, nigga, you're weird. You're weird. This nigga's weird. This nigga's David's weird. Yo, what do you need, Omar? Omar too funny. This nigga's weird, gang. Like, dead ass.
All the time, but how do you allow your 12-year-old girl, your daughter at the time, to even be put in danger in such a way, even if it was for the money and the fame? As someone said in the comment section, so wait, David's mother knew Celeste was pregnant, arrest her to WTF? Indeed.
That too. Nah, that shit's sick. Niggas genuinely still following this nigga after he mutilated a child. So I don't know how many of you niggas is still following him, and how many niggas is actually still following him. What? He probably has a whole bunch of like PDFs following him. Go like, know what? We rock with him. Yeah. No, nigga. No.
I mean, someone here said though, nah, I'm assuming he was manipulating her because he wanted to ask the question but didn't want to upset her, so he lied and said his mom is the one asking. Possibly. Another person said, I'm sure he 1000% lied to her about her real age. His real age, I think he means. Or does this guy actually mean that she lied to him about his age or about her age? But then someone below said he lied about this girl's age.
How the fuck are you gonna lie? He lied about this girl's age. Yo, so you gonna tell me separate the art from the artist? Nah, gang. You can't separate the art from the artist because the art that the artist made is about the fucking child, nigga! So how you gonna separate the art from the artist if the art is based off of the child? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. How you gonna separate the art from the artist if the art is about the child? You can't separate the art from the artist, my nigga. Just stop listening to the nigga, bro. The nigga, like, he got one good song. Probably like 3. Not listening to that shit, bro. Gang, he was 18. He was already, bro, they already talked about how he was already talking to Celeste when at that time.
Someone thought this girl was 18 plus right here. Yeah, that's just, no one's believing that shit, right? Like, clearly this was a middle schooler at best. Another person said here, David, his mom, all his friends and team that knew he was dating a kid, Celeste's parents, all of them need to go to prison. Each and every one of them could have prevented that girl from...
He literally made romantic homicide when he was 18. Niggas already debriefed him, my nigga. I think the nigga's like 21. Or 25. I don't know this nigga age, bro. All I know is that I seen a fucking interview on TikTok. Nigga said he made it when he was 18.
from getting killed. Indeed, they could have, but again, money, power, fame. Oh, it's just too good to pass up, right? Now, as for, and they say here, trigger warning, they say this picture was drawn in court showing the pictures and evidence shown including...
Nah, her parents will definitely knew because, like, what do you mean that my daughter is going away for months at a time and niggas is not looking for her? Her parents was obviously in on it. Her parents must have been getting some form of, like, settlement money or something, bro. Some shit like that.
The inflatable pool, as we can see right here, as well as the pictures of her body parts, which is, you know, illustrated here, drawn. Unfortunate, disgusting. I gotta say, man, knowing that Celeste probably represents probably thousands to tens of thousands of young women, young girls who have literally been through the same exact thing with no one to protect them. They were just out here just like free balling life, whether they felt like they knew what they were doing at the time or if they were grown. But clearly in this case, and I believe this wholeheartedly, the ultimate responsibility comes back down to the family, the patriarchs, the matriarchs, the family, and community members to protect young, vulnerable individuals. That's what...
Or maybe, right? Hear me out. We just don't make children have fucking social media until like 13. Am I crazy for that? You know, have that little nigga go outside, play with niggas his age. Have that girl play with girls her age. You know, why don't we go back outside? Why This is a fucking child, and she was talking to a 20-something-year-old. Now, it would never be like that again. Shit, my nigga. Shit. I don't know then.
What I believe wholeheartedly. Predators will always exist. They've existed since the beginning of time, and that will never go away. But what we can do is prevent those predators from putting their fucking claws into our young and vulnerable who don't know any better. But They also say very disturbing and gruesome. I hope she gets the justice she deserves. And just to blow up this image here, trash bag, of course, illustration of where her body was stuffed. The Tesla. They say RT knee here. I'm not sure what that means. Of course, the tattoo on her finger. We've seen all of this, right? I've covered all of this. The chainsaw. This appears to be some washing machine. Of course, the inflatable kiddie pool, the chainsaw, the body bags, the burn cage, of course. Here, this says City Morgue, and I believe, I don't know who this guy
So
is right here, but yeah, as you can see, is an illustrated image of David here. It says April 17th.
Alright, wait, so you telling me, right? This nigga bought an inflatable kiddie pool, a chainsaw, a burn cage, cut off the finger that had the shush on it. Yo, this nigga pre-planned it, bro. That's the only option. This nigga is genuinely fried and cooked into the head. Like, this nigga is guilty. This nigga is guilty.
With Celeste's finger detached. You know, I kind of want to puke right now. Like, that's disturbing to me. The burn cage fire, I believe here it says up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Who the fuck is buying a burn cage? Whoa. Don't ever compare me to I'm Dante. I'm Dante made a 2-minute video into 47 minutes. I can never do that.
Night, shovel. It also says, I can't read it. It says spade from something. So I can't really make that out, but you can look at it on screen right here for anybody watching. I gotta say, guys, just so you know, a little bit about me, I have a very strong imagination. Like, I have something called hyperphantasia, which allows me to see like 4K images in my head, movie reels, and I can actually extrapolate and project things from things I see in front of me, and you know, imagine what would have happened in a place that I've not been. So when I look at things like this, it actually disturbs my spirit. I'm not gonna lie. Just yeah, I'm not gonna even think.
I'm not gonna lie. Everybody who's defending him, they probably quiet as fuck right now. They probably so quiet right now. Now I'm gonna lie to you.
That much more of it, because it truly is disgusting to me. Like, I would really crash out. I say it all the time if I were a father in the situation. I don't know, man. I just couldn't contain myself, which is something that scares me of just simply having kids, knowing how I'd likely be if anything bad ever happened to them. And then on to this, posted by Fear Buck. He says, David purchased a flight ticket, and I believe this was also presented in court. So the ticket was purchased for Celeste, who was listed as a 12 to 14-year-old unaccompanied minor from Los Angeles to London on September 28th, 2029. Now, how, like, wouldn't you need a passport? How is that? How could anyone besides someone's legal guardian or parent even book an international flight? There's just no way that could even happen. They also say he also made over $2 million after he allegedly terminated Celeste.
This nigga made more money after he killed a baby? Yo, niggas is nasty, Mo.
And of course, I have to
This is
self-censor
nasty.
because YouTube is just weird as hell with the words, man. It's ridiculous. But as we can see here, they say, man, this is crazy to me. Purchase summary, fair, $686. Taxes and fees, 30.
This nigga paid a band to fly a child from LA to London? And y'all is trying to defend him? You dead ass, B? You dead ass right now?
32. Unaccompanied minor fee, $150. One accompanied minor, 12 to 14, right? Trip insurance, $54.73. Total, $923.03. And this was booked from LA to London, apparently. Bro, if it really is this easy to, quite literally, I can't even say the word, but move a human being, a minor, from one location to another internationally without any safeguards whatsoever or confirmation of who's buying the ticket and providing travel, then I now see why it's such a big problem globally. I get it. I understand.
I mean, who's in the government?
And of course, you know, the comments.
You know what?
Fuck. I mean, you can read it for yourself, right? People are bringing
in
up
the family,
firing squad. You
Y'all
know,
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of people are
saying.
saying,
Like,
how
y'all
are the
get what I'm
parents
saying.
walking free with no consequences? Another person said, again, everyone knew.
What? Yo, what's wrong with this little weird nigga, bro? Like, got a weird ass little nigga inside my house, bro. This weird ass child that I call my little brother. This nigga's weird as shit. Nigga got a shirt over his head covering his eye. Peeking through my door, cracked. Like what the fuck
Around
is
David about this little
fuck
girl.
wrong with
She
him?
went backstage to his concerts. Of course, we saw all the images where his brother and his manager and his entourage was. They all knew about this little girl and didn't say anything about her. Hell will be hot for all of you. Another person said, what kind of absolute shit for brains parents send their 12-year-old daughter to meet some weird adult man without meeting him first? Hey, that's the society we live in for thousands of years, actually. Parents pretty much vetted every guy that their daughter was going to be interacting with outside of the family. And now all of a sudden it's just like,
CJ, what you mean? How can you be like me? I want you to elaborate on that question. What do you mean? How can you be like me?
hey, free for all, right? And that was for like actual adult women, much more fucking children. One guy said, y'all don't understand that this was full blown high level witchcraft that went on. I kept hearing theories about that, bro. As open minded as I am, I
A sexy, cute, beautiful specimen from New York. Yo, once in live, put this nigga on timeout for 2 minutes. Where everything. Put that nigga on timeout for 2 minutes. I need CJ Twin to think about his actions right now. Like I need you to make him think about his actions. All right? Gang, why? Cause first of all, I can't even glaze. Nah, feel me? You could glaze, but there's like a level of glaze. All right? Nah, yeah, we still are. That nigga just put a pause on that whole shit. There's a level of glaze niggas could do, and you pass that level of glaze. You called me sexy, cute, beautiful, all within, all next to each other. That's your problem. That's your problem.
don't like to dilute cases with woo-woo metaphysical magic conspiracies when it comes to things like this. Although I genuinely believe evil is actually present on Earth. Another person said, this is why you need to investigate the family, because how the actual F is an unaccompanied minor just going to London and the parents aren't asking where their daughter is. That is actually mind-blowing to me. Did she really hop on that flight and go to London, bro? Oh my God. And again, another, you know, the photo, the yearbook photo, there's just no way in hell that anybody could think that this young girl was 18 plus. Like when I see this image, I look at a 14-year-old Max, freshman Max in high school. You know, in high school, some people did look younger than they actually.
I hate you, bro. I hate you. I hate you. I truly hate you.
Actually were, but still, the baby face, the lack of having a car, a job, the way she typed and communicated. I mean, let's be honest, everybody like involved in this case is just being willfully ignorant and obtuse. Like, genuinely speaking, I gotta say, I don't know if people are ignorant or are they just evil. You know, nowadays I don't even think it's binary anymore. I think it's like a mixture between the two, and people, you know, they trade their morals in for again, fame, clout, money, connections, power. One person said the craziest part about this David case is all you had to.
So, a little minor inconvenience.
What?
When I was taking
You broke your nail?
I cut off.
You broke your nail?
Yeah. No, I cut off my hand. But I got an appointment to like. Can you even notice it?
It's not even noticeable.
I cut off a fat piece of chalk right here. Like, that's why this side looks.
Oh, that's why that shit don't look full.
Chill, bro. Chill. Hold on. I closed the toilet because my phone falling down against it. Wait. Okay. Okay. it look even? Be so like brutally honest with me right now. Does it look even?
It just looks like this side has less hair. That's literally it.
Yes.
Like it's not like unless the person is really looking, they're not gonna realize.
Want to see something as well?
Let me see.
Let me see how much hair I lost just by that shower.
How much hair did you lose? Bro?
Oh, I almost dropped my phone. Okay, but what about from the back though? Like, can you see the difference? Is there a difference? There's a difference.
I'm not gonna lie, it goes down. Like it's like this. Like your hair goes like this. Like on both sides right now. Like it goes like that.
No, that's the point. That's how my hair cuts.
Okay, so boom. Feel me? It's
because I put the longest pieces in the back and then I put the short ones in the front. That's why you never see like my hair back because it's not even. So it's like dumb. So.
but not yet. It goes like that. It just looks very short on the other side.
So do I cut my hair? No, I'm deciding.
Go do
So
pixie.
I was dead about to do that. But that's a little too short for me. So, I mean, that's you want to set me up for failure. Like you want to see me bald? Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah.
You want me to go bald?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's only hair. It'll go back.
I was crying when I cut off my hair. It's not. It's that serious. Just like saying somebody cut off one of your dreads.
I wouldn't be. No.
Oh, you're a man. Whatever.
I could pull off a low Caesar. Hold on. No, the fuck I can't. No, the fuck I can't.
And I'm seeing like if I should let my bangs come up. My bangs are already too long. My bangs they used to be up here. But
I know.
Like,
I see. But no wait, we can't judge the hair until it's dried. So for me, dry the hair, and then you can see how.
I cut off like it's supposed to be like this. I cut off a big piece of hair, bro. So because bro, if I cut it off, I'm starting from February. February my hair was that much, so my hair kind of grew. See, some inches going on.
That's like 5 inches right there. Yeah.
Exactly. So if I cut it, I'm going back to square one. Or
But look, February.
I just don't cut it and I keep growing it, and then nobody notices the difference.
But you're gonna notice the difference, and you're gonna be self-conscious about it, knowing yourself, right or wrong.
You're so right. But like, I don't know, my bangs is too long. But like, I want it to be long because I want to slip my hair in.
Oh, you just want to try and be mysterious and shit, huh?
I have a big forehead.
Really?
Yeah, my forehead's kind of big.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, my forehead's not that big because I rock the braids. Okay, you see, this is why I don't like do my hair.
You either talk to Monty over Dev. See, that's your problem. Can I call you?
Also the thing. It's still summer, bro.
It's still summer.
Like, if it was cold, whatever. Do you have something to say? Like,
I was gonna say, I'm going to call you later.
that's fine. I want to eat right now, anyways.
Fucking fat ass.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
At least Monty know her place. Whoa, 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 whoa! We don't talk about people unless they're here to defend themselves. So let me call Monty so she could defend herself. Feel me? Nah, man. You can't take that shit back now. You can't take that shit back now, twin. You can't take that. If Monty sleep, genuinely, you got saved by the bell. If Monty sleep, but if she's not, oh brother, you about to hear her fucking mouth, buddy. Nah.
Nigga, what you away?
First off,
What the fuck?
hold on. I'm still streaming right now. Nah. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. So CJ said that he'd rather talk to you over Dev because Dev is annoying and you know your place. What do you got to say to him?
Fuck you mean I know my place? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yo, CJ, what that mean, mud? I got her on the line. I got her on the call. Nah, now he's laughing. He's calling you a joke.
What the fuck? Bro, I don't have time for this. I'm a...
You're a what?
Yeah. Interrupting my sleep right now. Like, you see the time? You know the time I gotta get up, Dion? Like...
Wait. How did this turn into me? Why are you
calling me?
How did this turn into me? How did this turn on me?
Because you want to listen to some other nigga talking about
No.
I know my place.
No. Because look. Whoa. Wait. I was defending you. I was like, whoa, we don't talk about people unless they're here. And then that's when he said, oh, she knows her place. So if anything,
you niggas don't got what the fuck?
What?
You heard me, bitch.
I didn't. Whoa.
I got powers these niggas don't got. I'm confused.
You got powers that these other niggas don't got.
Yeah. So like, why they talking shit about me?
You know that's how CJ get.
They can get the fuck out the chat, bro. Or I could get them the fuck out the chat for you. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, nigga. My mom's on highs. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Oh, he called you sweet as fuck.
This nigga love trolling. That's actually really funny because I love trolling too.
He said, like I said, she know.
Yeah, so you can ban him whenever you want, you know, because you're the streamer. So I'm gonna go to sleep now because it's almost 11:30 and I gotta get back at 6 o'clock on the dot. I'm working woman, bitch.
Alright, have a great night. Feel me?
Good night, Dion.
Good night.
Oh, my iPad. Go back. Okay, good night, Dion.
Good night, twin. Yo! Nah, Sunyan. She got that nigga the fuck up out of here. Oh my gosh. Yo. Nah, she got this nigga the fuck up out of here. Nah, see this why I love my mom. This why I love my mom. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. My nigga, come on. You have 3 days. You have 3 days. I'm gonna restart the 3 days. Acting like I ain't got a backup. Yo! Fucking body goes. Yo, this nigga got a backup on my stream. I'm fucking crying. Alright, yo, stop being fucking hilarious, CJ. You're actually being funny. Like, you're actually making me laugh. Like, genuinely, you're making me laugh. But look, we gotta finish this fucking video. So my favorite editor, well, one of my favorite editors can edit this video. Alright? Nigga, there have been too many fucking side quests in this one segment. Alright? I'm tired. I got people to call. I got shit to do.
Do was let her expose him, and N-words would have forgotten it in a week, right? Basically, this has happened like dozens of times for over many decades in the music industry. This is nothing new. It just so happens to be that this crazy fuck went as far as actually terminating this girl. So this is why it's as big as it is. But if she had she came out and said this person did all this to me, I could have seen a timeline where all of this would have been swept under the rug, of course, especially by, you know, major record label exec.
I'm not gonna lie, that's true. Many artists was already fucking around with little ass kids. Wait, wasn't niggas trying to fuck with Chloe or Kylie? I forgot who it was, but Kylie when she was like 16. Wasn't niggas trying to fuck with Kylie when she was 16? Fuck with Bad Baby when she was only 17. Like niggas was trying to do all that. But feel me? But then see, there's a difference between those two and Celeste. There's a difference between those two and Celeste. Celeste was dead ass still in middle school, probably just now getting to high school. And on top of that, this nigga murdered her. But the other ones, they exposed them, yes, but they never went as far to like, all right, bro, let me grab the G2 fucking C. Like they never went as far as to do that.
Let's be honest, who may be culpable in activities like this? One person said, nah, age is too low for anyone to forget. Poor child. Huh, my God. Luckily, commenter said, no, there are people in the music industry who are murderers, rapists, and PDFers whose music is still listened to. He would have been all right. On a side note, apparently there's a statue of David somewhere in Houston, which is, hey man, I wonder if that statue is still standing. Someone said that's hard to... Bro, delete this comment, man. I know this was like 3 years ago, but bro, he follows me too. We follow each other, bro. Delete this. Additionally, Sis is mixed up in this situation because she thought, bro, she saw this girl and thought she was 18 now. To be fair, this is a much younger photo of what she actually saw. So, you know, I don't want to indict SZA of anything crazy or weird,
Nigga,
right?
Is this an indictment at this point,
hey, listen, man, if I do that, bro, that could put me in legal liability. But this is likely the girl she saw, which is Celeste, and how she looked on tour with David. Personally, I don't know. If her identity was concealed the entire time with glasses, a hood, a big ass hood over her head, and she was pretty indiscriminate or nondescript. I mean, let's be honest, she's a performer. She's seeing thousands of people, right? So that could be a thing. But they say David revealed to the police officers that he was on tour in Australia with SZA when police showed up to his house and confronted him about sleeping with Celeste Rivas, who was only 13 years old at the time. He met her when she was 11. They said, and I quote, "I just came back from tour from Australia. I thought she was 18, SZA said." So yeah, again, crazy situation to be in. Someone said, "I thought she was 18. Then continue to groom and the R word, the young girl before killing her. They gotta stone this N-word." So I don't know if they're implying that David said that or if SZA said that, but SZA apparently was well aware of this girl's existence. They also say SZA on tour with David in 2023. David got upset when someone asked who is the girl back in 2023, which was 12-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who he was bringing on tour and R-wording every night. And this is him with her on tour, as you can see. I think this girl, I don't know, kind of looks different here, but someone said, "Hey, who's the girl?" And then David said, "You are a fed." And then of course we have a screenshot here of SZA unfollowing David. Of course, listen, again, I don't want to indict SZA of anything crazy. She could be completely innocent in the situation, but I highly doubt she had not seen this girl at least once. You know, at least. Another post with SZA and family members, David, the father, mom, little sister, and yeah. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this? Clearly, he did it. Of course, court, what do you call it? Is a formality. Of course, Sixth Amendment with the right of having a defense, having an attorney, and if you cannot afford one will be provided to you, you know. But for me, it's clear as day that this guy is culpable in this crime in some way, shape, or form. He definitely did it in some way, shape, or form. That much is clear. Unless we're gonna say AI was to blame and that everything was fake, the photos, the text messages, the locations, the photo of him in Lake Elsinore, I believe, in Cali, paying off her friend. Like, come on, there's too much evidence here. Of course, I don't want to get sued, so I kind of refrain from making definitive statements, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. And if I do get sued, you know, GoFundMe a link will be in the description. Hey, but you know, yeah. Anyway, guys, the craziest thing about this entire situation is that David is just the tip of the spear. He's the tip of the spear. He's the tip of the iceberg. And where there's a David facing public execution, there's likely thousands more hiding behind the shadows, doing the same exact thing he's doing, and probably even worse.
Nah, he got that one.
The most chaotic.